really, Miss Watson.
I'm sorry, Miss Bishop.
Hello, Beth.
Hello, Gino. I'm ready.
I'm frightfully sorry, Miss Warren. Is this the lot?
My dressing case is in the bedroom.
You will want to warm coat. It will be cold on the boat.
It's in the closet. I hope your mother likes me.
Of course she will.
Let's hurry. We don't want to miss the train.
Every government has its Secret Service branch. America, it's CIA, France, Deuxième Bureau, England, MI5. A messy job? Well, that's when they usually call on me or someone like me. Oh, yes. My name is Drake. John Drake.
Good morning.
Good morning. Would you be Miss Parrish?
Dear me, no. You ring the top bell.
Oh, I am terribly sorry to have troubled you.
That's quite all right. But don't do it again.
No, I won't.
First floor at the end of the corridor.
Right.
Number 7.
Thank you very much.
Ah, John Drake.
Colonel Whitmore?
Hello.
How do you do?
Miss Parrish, Mr. Drake. Miss Parrish works in our embassy cipher section.
Yeah?
Miss Parrish? Oh, what's it all about?
Well, Miss Parrish shares this apartment with a young lady called Elizabeth Warren, who also works in our cipher section. When Miss Parrish returned home late last night, she found this note waiting for her.
Gino has family troubles, gone to Venice, not eloping, will write.
Well, as I explained, she worked in the cipher section, and no member of the cipher section is allowed to leave this country without our permission.
I see. What kind of a girl is she?
Oh, an excellent record. Nothing against her. Otherwise, she wouldn't be working in cipher.
I see, so this was totally unexpected.
Yes. The note was a surprise. She's on 2 weeks' vacation. It started yesterday. But she said she was going to take a look around London. Museums, galleries, a cultural jag.
May I ask what time you got back last night, Miss Parrish?
Well, after 12, I guess. Well, after 1, perhaps. I rang the duty officer at the embassy right away.
You two are friends?
Good friends. That's why we share the apartment.
No quarrels?
Plenty. Nothing serious.
What sort of girl was she? Did she go out a lot? Parties, boyfriends?
Beth? Oh, she's serious, intellectual. A bit of an idiot, but I liked her.
And this Gino?
Gino Borelli? He's a dish.
Where'd they meet?
She stole him off me. I brought him back here from a party. Oh, they started some argument. They haven't stopped quarreling since.
Then she didn't like him.
Oh, yes, she did. That's Beth's approach. She provokes them.
And you didn't guess that it was getting so serious?
Beth's always serious. I didn't think she'd come to the boil so soon.
The boil?
Charging off to Venice.
What do you know about him? This Gino Borelli?
Not much. He's nice looking, clean cut, washed behind the ears.
What's he do for a living?
I haven't got a clue.
Well, you're a great help, Miss Parrish.
I'm sorry, Colonel. I didn't know she was going to go berserk like this.
Thank you very much. This girl had access to secret information?
Oh, yes, she had indeed. She's behaving most irresponsibly. If anything goes wrong, it could prove to be disastrous. The new cipher index was introduced this month. A coincidence, perhaps, but we can't afford to take any chances.
And you want me to go and play nursemaid?
Well, Mr. Drake, I'd be most grateful if you would.
Any address?
Yes, British Immigration gave me Borelli's. 105 via Genova.
All right. I'll call you from Venice.
Thank you.
Goodbye, Miss Parrish. Thank you very much.
Gino, c'est tout? Gino. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were my son.
Good evening. I'd like to book a room, if I may.
Oh, I'm sure we have one. Gino will be back in a minute.
Thank you very much.
Please, stay. You know, I'm an old woman. I like to talk a lot. And here, nobody has time to talk to me. Tell me, you are staying here for holiday?
No.
Oh, then no business.
Just passing through.
Passing through. Oh, exciting. And I sit here all the time. Oh, I'm sorry. Come, my child, come. This is my son's fiancée. Her coming has brought me much happiness. She's so good, so kind.
You haven't taken your medicine.
Oh, no. You drink it for me, baby, yes?
Now, no nonsense, Mama.
You see, now I have a daughter to scold me as well as his son. You said you were here on business?
No.
Oh, you will be staying very long?
Well, that depends.
A young man should never come to Venice alone. It is a city of love.
So they say.
Oh, but it is true. This little one will tell you that, huh? What news have you from the hospital?
They say he had a good night.
He's out of danger.
They say he is doing as well as could be expected.
That can mean anything. Oh, we are forgetting Il Signore. This is my son Gino. Il Signore wants a room.
Forgive me, senor.
You will come and see me again?
Of course. Thank you.
Are you staying long?
Oh, I don't expect to.
Never mind. I will give you the room overlooking the canal. It has a beautiful view. You know Venice well?
I've been here before. A charming girl, your fiancée. Your mother told me.
Ah, how lucky I am, senor. And she is so kind to Mama. This way.
Thank you. You have a relative in hospital?
My brother, Alberto. He is very sick. I did not tell Mama, but they do not think he will live.
I'm sorry to hear that.
You should feel sorry for her. He was always her favorite. Your room, senor. I hope you will be comfortable.
Well, this is fine.
If there is anything you want, please ring.
Thank you.
I will go to her.
Miss Warren,
Yes?
may I have a word with you?
How did you know my name?
If you don't mind.
But I'd like to know.
Thank you.
Who are you?
Sit down, please. You work as a cipher clerk in the London Embassy since May 21st last year. Before that, it was the Paris Embassy. You were born in Claremont, New Hampshire. You're a spinster, age 24, and you live at 158 Argyle Terrace, London.
Do you mind telling me who you are?
How well do you know this boy, Gino Borelli?
Forgive me. Something is wrong, senor.
Not at all, but I'd like to speak to your fiancée in private, if I may.
In this room?
Please, Gino.
But surely anything you can have to say can be said in front of me.
I'm afraid not, Mr. Borelli.
Do you know this man?
No.
Then I do not understand.
Please, Gino, I'll explain later.
But it is not fitting for you to be alone with another man.
Gino, please.
As you wish, but I do not understand.
And now perhaps you'll be kind enough to tell me what this is all about.
Very well. How well do you know him?
I'm going to marry him.
I'm afraid you didn't get the question, Miss Warren. How well do you know him?
Well enough.
His background?
Social or financial?
Political.
Oh. Most conventional. You would approve of that, Mr. Drake.
Good. And you really believe that he loves you?
I know he does.
You're prepared to put that to the test should the occasion arise? Why didn't you tell anyone you were coming here?
I did. I left a note.
11 words on a piece of paper. Now, you know the security regulations in your department, Miss Warren. Do you think that that was adequate?
I'm on my vacation, Mr. Drake.
You know I can have you shipped back to the States on the next plane, don't you?
It was Gino. His brother was in a car crash. When he got the message, he was terribly worried, and then somebody had to come here to take care of the hotel.
Why you?
Because Gino needed me.
Did he ask you to come?
I was glad to do it.
How long are you going to stay?
Till the end of my vacation.
In 9 days' time. And the auto accident. What happened?
He crashed into another car.
Where?
Zarbet.
Oh, so it wasn't in Italy. What was he doing in the Yugoslavian mountains?
I haven't the faintest idea, Mr. Drake. What's the matter with Zarbet? Plenty of respectable people go there. It's a center for winter sports. What do you imagine? Do you think that I'm involved in a spy plot?
Are you?
Oh, really? You security people have the most curious minds. Gino and I are going to be married. I come to Venice to help him. Now, that's a nice, simple story. Simple enough for anybody to understand. Why can't you? What do you imagine? Do you think I'm running away to the other side?
Not necessarily, but Gino or friends of Gino's could have plans to abduct you. You know, Miss Warren, when he looks so lovingly into your eyes, he might be trying to get a peep at all those top secrets stored up in there.
You have a twisted mind, Mr. Drake.
That's what they pay me for. All right, I'll cable London, let them know the score, and then, of course, it's up to them. But don't be surprised if they order you back immediately. And next time, please, Miss Warren, let them know your plans first. It'll save everybody a lot of trouble. Thank you very much. I'm obliged. Hello?
Will you join me for a moment?
I know,
Please.
It's rather late.
Please.
All right.
Did you have an interesting talk with my fiancée?
Didn't she tell you about it?
You do not like me, Mr. Drake.
Well, I am rather
Do you
tired.
think
I really...
I would do anything to harm her? I love her.
Yes, so she told me.
She is my life. Without her, I am nothing.
Why are you telling me all this?
I want you to understand about me, the way I feel.
I do understand.
I want you to believe that no harm will come to Beth while there is breath in my body.
Very glad to hear it. You're both rather concerned as to what I cabled to London today, aren't you? I advised them to allow Miss Warren to stay here for the rest of the vacation, so long as she reported to the American consulate once a day. All right?
I'm most grateful, senor.
Don't mention it.
Good night.
Mr. Drake, a moment, please. I wanted to ask you...
Everything is fine, Beth. I have already spoken to the signore, and he said it will be quite all right. You see, he trusts you. And I think perhaps he trusts me a little, too. Good night. You see, I said if I talk to him, everything will be quite all right.
Buongiorno, signor.
A very good morning to you, too.
There is a telegraph.
Oh, thank you. Permission granted. Miss Warren can stay. Report consulate daily. Whitmore. Signora Barelli, is she it?
Maria, the Americano for Mama Borelli.
Oh, Mama Borelli has gone.
Oh? How long ago?
Early this morning, very early.
5 o'clock.
Where to?
To her son. Where else?
Alberto?
Where's he?
Zerbut. They caught the early morning train.
Oh, yes, il Rapido. A long way.
Did she go alone?
Oh, no, senor, no. The American girl, she go with her.
And Gino Borelli? Where's he?
I do not know.
He went to see them off. Never been back since.
I'm obliged. I got confirmation at the railway depot. An old woman in a wheelchair and an American girl had taken the Rapido to Belgrade. Belgrade was en route to Zarbet. So perhaps there was a dying brother, Alberto. But somehow, I couldn't quite believe it. In 2 days, Beth Warren had moved from a quiet street in London to the border of the Western world. In Zarbet, she was all set to make her jump across the mountains to the other world. A world that was hungry for her secrets. May I see Signorina Warren, please?
Signorina Warren.
Thank you. Warren, I stuck my neck out to get your permission to stay in Venice, and here you are, 300 miles away.
But you said I could come.
Just tell me, when did I say that?
You told Gino last night when you came home. You were there when he told me that he had spoken to you and everything was all right.
Oh, yes, but that wasn't... Now, look, Miss Warren, just exactly what did you think Gino meant when he said that everything was all right?
Why, that I could come here with Mama, of course.
And you really believe that I would have allowed you to do that?
A telegram came through last night while you were out with the news that Alberto had died. Poor Mama was terribly upset. She was frantic to get to him. So I told her I would take her if you'd let me.
Why not, Gino?
He couldn't leave the hotel. There was no one else.
All right. Pack your bags. I'm taking you back to London straight away.
Be sensible, Mr. Drake. I can't leave this poor woman alone.
Now, look. They've tricked you into coming here, Miss Warren, and the sooner you get away, the better.
Tricked?
Gino lied. Gino lied to you when he told you that I'd given you permission to come here.
Well, if Gino lied, I'm afraid it's because he doesn't take my job or you very seriously, Mr. Drake. Anyway, I'll be giving the whole thing up altogether soon. Gino does lie sometimes to get his own way. Is that bad?
I've no idea. Look, pack your bags. We're leaving immediately.
Do be reasonable. This is a civilized country. We're in the middle of a town. How could anyone whisk me away over the border?
They'll find a way.
You don't have to worry now. We're leaving here any minute. We're taking Alberto's body back to Venice.
And I'm taking you back to London.
Gino.
I could not let you do all this on your own. I had to...
Had to come and help.
I did not expect to find you here, Mr. Drake.
Well, that's where we differ. I did expect to find you here, knowing your true feelings for Miss Warren.
But why are you here?
I'm taking her back.
He's convinced you're abducting me. He thinks you want to hurt me.
To hurt you? But I have given you my word, Mr. Drake. I love Beth.
I'm not impressed.
But tell me, what harm can come to her here?
We're not waiting to find out. Come along.
Stay right where you are, Mr. Drake.
See, he's not the little gentleman you thought he was.
Inside. There we are. That is her. Miss Elizabeth Warren, Cipher Section, London Embassy.
What are you...
Everything ends. The romance is over.
Who is this?
American security. We will leave him here. You have my money.
We must be going.
You're going to cross the border in the light?
We have an official permit from the customs to take our deceased back home.
Into the cellar. Don't wait. Get her across the frontier. I will see what's happened.
Gino, andiamo. Let us go away from here.
Moment.
Gather your men out. We are going to make a search.
Captain, you have seen our permit. You have no right.
Get them out! Tell your men to lift down the coffin.
Sir, you're making a mistake. You do realize that the deceased is the brother of General Harrods? If you want to get yourself into serious trouble, you just touch that coffin!
I wouldn't do to let the General's brother pass without paying your last respects, would it?
Lift down the coffin.